In this lesson, we're going to cover two short but very important sections of the California Residential Purchase Agreement, Section J and Section K. First, we'll look at Section J, Final Verification of Condition. This section explains the buyer's right to perform a final walkthrough before closing, usually about 5 days prior to close of escrow. The goal is to make sure the property's condition hasn't changed since acceptance and that any repairs or agreed work have been completed as promised. It's not a reinspection or a chance to renegotiate. It's simply the buyer's opportunity to verify the property is ready for closing. Then we'll go over Section K, Assignment Request. This section deals with whether a buyer can assign the contract to another party, for example, to an LLC or partner, and how much time they have to request that assignment, typically 17 days after acceptance. It's a key part of maintaining transparency between buyer and seller and ensuring both parties agree to any transfer of contractual rights. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to properly explain and complete these two sections, avoid common mistakes, and make sure your clients are fully protected before closing. Let's get started. Section J, Final Verification of Condition. What this is: 1. The final walkthrough. Buyer verifies the property's condition is substantially the same as when the offer was accepted and that any agreed repairs/credits were completed. 2. Use the Verification of Property form, CAR-VP, to document the visit. What it is not: 1. It is not a contingency to reinspect everything from scratch. 2. It is not a chance to renegotiate price because of ordinary wear or items already disclosed. How to complete this line: 1. Leave the default 5 days prior to close of escrow, or enter another number that fits your timeline, e.g., 3 for fast closes, 7 to 10 if complex repairs. 2. Put the walkthrough on the calendar the day your offer is accepted, don't wait. 3. At the visit, bring the RPA, repair addenda, receipts/permits, and photos from the first inspection. If problems are found, note issues on VP, ask for completion before close of escrow. Tools you may use: per brokerage policy notice to seller to perform to complete contracted work, escrow holdback amendment for minor unfinished items, or a mutual extension of close of escrow if needed. Get everything in writing. Here are some tips to remember. Confirm utilities are on for verification. If the property is tenant-occupied or seller still in possession, coordinate access early. Take date-stamped photos at acceptance and at final verification. Section K, Assignment Request. What this is: 1. A time window for the buyer to request assignment of their purchase rights to another party, e.g., newly formed LLC, partner, or DPA program that requires assignment. 2. Assignment is not automatic. Seller must consent in writing unless the contract specifically allows otherwise. Buyer typically remains liable unless released. How to complete this line: 1. Default is 17 days after acceptance. Match it to the buyer's investigation/loan period so they know whether they'll need assignment. 2. If the seller doesn't want assignments, shorten to 0 to 1 day and add language in additional terms. No assignment without seller's prior written consent. Buyer remains liable. 3. If assignment is anticipated, e.g., buyer will vest in an LLC later, keep the default or extend a bit and plan to use the appropriate car assignment addendum for the consent/release terms. Practical examples are: owner-occupant forming an LLC for vesting. Buyer requests assignment to the LLC. Seller consents. Buyer remains liable unless a separate release is signed. Wholesale/flip attempt. If seller wants to restrict that, set 0 days and add no assignment language. Here are some tips to remember. A. Loop the lender in. Many loans prohibit assignment or changes to vesting before close of escrow. The title and escrow must know the final vesting at least several days before loan docs.